Hi everyone, in this week's episode of the Principles of B2B Marketing, I'm going to cover another critical concept called positioning. Once again, for this concept, we got to go back quite a few years. This is something that's evolved, and there's some debate who actually created it, but it really became popular in the marketing world with a book published by Ries and Trout called Positioning: The Battle for Your Mind. This is really what set the stage and really got people talking a lot more about this concept. Positioning is really how you take your product to market in a way that people will remember and clearly understand how you differentiate from the competition. There are 5 key elements of positioning. The first one is audience. Clear enough, but who are you selling your product to? The second one is category. Hopefully I can spell correctly. With category, what you're looking for is giving your audience a frame of reference. So what is the type of product? What is the market you're working in that it really applies to the thing? The more they give the frame of reference, the better it is for them, and it gives them something to ground themselves in. The next part of this is benefit. So we're not really outlining what the product does here, but what is the problem the product solves and how will that benefit the customer? What is the value that you're going to provide for them? And then my favorite part of the positioning and the positioning statement exercise, who is your competition? That's the 4th one. With competition, I talk to a lot of companies or just people in general, and they're like, we have something so innovative, there's no competition. Well, if you have no competition, the only thing that means is there's not a market for your product. From a competition perspective, you need to look more broadly, not someone who's doing directly and exactly what you do, but how are the customers solving the problem today? There's many tech products out there where the competition is an Excel spreadsheet, a filing cabinet, a fax machine. I mean, how are people addressing this problem today? That's your competition. You may have direct competition too, and you want to focus on them, but if you don't, think more broadly. And then the last part of the positioning statement is your differentiator. And as it says in the word, what we're going to do there is explain how we're different than the competition. So, what is unique about your product? What is your unique value proposition, and what unique value are you providing to your audience? What I always like to do from a positioning perspective, I mean, some of this upfront stuff you probably know from other work you've done and other principles we'll cover later. But what's always cool to me is if you look at this positioning statement, take your company name off and apply another one, would it still be true? If that's the case, your positioning's not strong enough and you should go back and make it stronger. Once again, we'll cover more of these B2B principles in some upcoming episodes. Hope you enjoyed this one and learned something.